The Christmas carol, It Came Upon a Midnight Clear, originated from a poem written by Edmund Sears, who was a pastor of the Unitarian Church in Wayland, Massachusetts. Peace on earth, goodwill to men is one of its most well-known stanzas. And although the phrase was derived from the Bible, its meaning is core to people of all faiths around the world. With that in mind, Lis Exon explored how different religions approach the holidays.
The Jewish holiday of Hanukkah was celebrated this year between December 8th and the 16th. Each evening of the holiday begins with the lighting of a unique candelabrum called the menorah.
They grow each night. We begin with one candle. A couple of days from now, we'll light all 8 candles, and each candle is set aside to commemorate a separate day of miraculous light in the rededicated temple.
Rabbi Mark Boone Fitzerman says the menorah signifies the miracle of how only one day's worth of ritual oil lasted 8 days when Jews retook their sacred temple in Jerusalem from Syrian Greek soldiers. During the 8 days of Hanukkah, festive meals are shared with family and friends. This is a time when members of the Jewish faith remember the long-lasting oil by eating fried foods like the potato pancakes, known as latkes. It's a tradition that creates rich Hanukkah memories.
I remember our children, they lined up their gifts and they could open them all in one night or they can spread them out over 8 nights.
In the spirit of holiday giving, members of the synagogue purchased and wrapped Christmas presents for the less fortunate this year.
Our adopted school, McClure Elementary, has lots of needy kids who wouldn't otherwise enjoy a festive time. Our congregation chooses candles from a wishing menorah, and we try very hard to make sure that each kid and each family in the school is taken care of during Christmas.
Norm Levin remembers as a boy spending Christmas with Christian friends and sharing everlasting moments.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Let's have snow and mistletoe and presents under the tree. That's pretty good for a Jewish boy in the synagogue singing, I'll be home for Christmas.
I think so. At the Islamic Center of Tulsa, no Christmas carols will be sung, but Muslims will hear about the story of Jesus and his mother Mary during a sermon delivered around the holiday.
I'm going to talk about her pregnancy, and that she was pregnant without any male intervention. It was a miracle. She was not married.
Volunteer Imam Noureddin Jayesh says the Quran tells a story about Mary and baby Jesus that the Bible doesn't. He says God told Mary not to answer any questions from neighbors about giving birth to a baby out of wedlock.
So at that time, Jesus, peace be upon him, spoke. And that was the very first miracle of Jesus. He spoke when he was in the cradle. Defended his mom. She said that this is a miracle, that he was a prophet from God, that he was told by God to practice prayer and charity, that he was told by God to be kind to his mom. And then he said, peace be on me the day I was born, the day I die, and the day that I will be resurrected again.
Muslims don't believe Jesus was the Son of God, but a prophet of God, just as Muhammad was. Central to their faith is something people of many religions share.
Peace is very important to me. In fact, Islam, the word Islam, means peace.
World peace is not only possible, but inevitable, according to those who practice the Baha'i faith, which believes in Christianity and many other religions.
We have some basic principles, about 12 of them that are the main ones, with the first 3 being oneness of God, oneness of humanity, and oneness of religions.
As a Baha'i, Terry Angier believes all the prominent religious figures in the history of mankind have been messengers of one God. Baha'is believe the latest divine messenger was Baha'u'llah, a Persian nobleman from Iran who in the 19th century brought a message of unity among all people.
We believe he is in this line of messengers that have come over the years, and that his mission today is to bring humanity together. With the means we have today of the internet and being able to travel anywhere in the world, there should be no excuse for us not to all come together as one people.
Baha'is meet each week to further their knowledge of all religions. The Sunday before Christmas, they study writings about Jesus. There is no Baha'i church, but there are elaborate Baha'i worship centers on each continent. Each center has 9 entrances with scriptures from all major religions. Baha'is believe the number 9 is significant because as the highest single-digit number, it symbolizes completeness. Thereby, Baha'is believe 9 signifies the fulfillment of the expectations of all prior religions.
Since we believe in all the religions, there's not going to be a conflict for us if someone wants to step in and say a prayer from Buddhism or Christianity or Judaism. It's all acceptable in the sight of God.
Meditation and chanting is one way Buddhists practice their beliefs. Those who belong to the Dharma Center in Oklahoma City seek to develop awareness, compassion, and peace within themselves. They strive to live in the moment and clear their minds of thoughts that inhibit spiritual growth.
Buddhism for me is about developing mental maturity. Just like we would train our body for sports, we learn to train our mind for better living.
Reverend Chris Lattisow says they believe a Buddha is a person who is enlightened to universal truth.
I would probably say to me, Christ is a Buddha because he's an enlightened being.
Teacher Dave Rose says followers try to live in the now.
We experience life to the fullest by paying attention to the things that we're experiencing at that moment and not thinking all the time about the past or dreaming about what we're going to do in the future and missing all that when it comes through. Right now is our future.
Buddhists believe everyone is interconnected and can live together peacefully by emphasizing common beliefs rather than our differences. And so as Christians around the world celebrate the birth of Jesus and enjoy the traditions of Christmas, they're joined by people from other faiths who also hope for peace on earth and goodwill to men.
Peace on me.